As Tom Cruise abseils into the stadium, I'm mindful of a book by Howard Brewer called The History of Celebrity Endorsement, uh, and, and of the alarm about this whole practice. Because it wasn't just Tom Cruise that we saw last night, it was also Snoop Dogg. And Snoop Dogg was also endorsing the Prince and Princess of Wales, in effect. The concept of celebrity endorsement has deep roots in the history of advertising stretching back to the early 20th century, and this practice leverages the popularity and public appeal of the famous to promote products, services, and causes. The impact of celebrity endorsement has been profound, right the way back, and it's tied up with that celebrity, no matter what the future may be. Remember Clunk Click every trip, or maybe you don't want to remember that. But the use of celebrities in advertising began to take shape in a big way in the 1950s, an era marked by the post war boom, the rise of television as a dominant medium, and the first widely recognized instance of this probably. It goes back earlier, but probably it's cigarette companies like Chesterfield and Camel, uh, featuring Hollywood stars like Ronald Reagan, John Wayne in their advertisements. But the 1950s saw the practice gain significant traction as brands recognized the power of associating their products in the home through the screen with well known figures. One of the earliest and most iconic in this era is the partnership between Lux soap and Hollywood actresses. Lux advertisements featured the likes. Oh, it's where you get the soap opera. The soap company was providing advertisements and financial backing for these endless dramas. But people like Elizabeth Taylor, Marilyn Monroe, who were prepared not just to endorse the product, but to be regular users of it. And I'm not sure Marilyn Monroe's personal hygiene was greatly enhanced by Lux soap, according to the rumours. The marketing campaign revolved around the idea that the secret to the star's beauty was their use of Lux, subtly implying that consumers could attain similar allure by using the same product. As the concept evolved in the 1980s and 1990s, these were golden decades for celebrity endorsement. Michael Jordan's collaboration with Nike for the Air Jordan line is perhaps the most successful and enduring celebrity endorsement. The partnership transformed Nike into a global brand and positioned Jordan as this cultural icon. And this era demonstrated how celebrity endorsement could transcend simple product placement and create an aspirational lifestyle associated with the brand. In a more contemporary setting, celebrity endorsement continues to wield influence, as we saw last night with Tom Cruise and Snoop Dogg, coupled with the live link up to the California beaches during the build up to the LA Olympic. It's a far cry from Boris Johnson waving his flag on a Boris bus, and it obscures the enduring appeal of celebrities in major events. It also signals how the forthcoming 2028 Los Angeles Olympics is likely to be a spectacle drenched in celebrity culture. But the value of celebrity endorsements is well documented. A study by the Journal of Advertising Research found that celebrity endorsements can boost a brand's sales by up to 4% in comparison to brands that do not use celebrity endorsements. However, the impact is not universally popular. On the one hand, celebrities can elevate a brand by associating it with their own image, thereby enhancing the brand's appeal and credibility. For example, the Apple partnered with U2 for the launch of the special edition iPod, if you remember. The collaboration was seen as a perfect marriage between technology and popular culture, and it boosted Apple's image as a brand that was both innovative and in tune with contemporary musical trends. On the other hand, celebrity endorsements can backfire, especially if the celebrity, um, if the celebrity's image is inconsistent with the brand, or they become embroiled in controversy. A classic example there is Tiger Woods, whose numerous endorsements were jeopardized following his personal scandals. Um, and the brands that he was associated with uh, severed their ties with him, fearing the negative publicity surrounding his personal life would tarnish their brand images. And there's a risk that heavy reliance on celebrity endorsement cheapens the brand, making it seem more focused on the flash rather than the functional. When a brand continually seeks the spotlight by association with celebrities, it leads to consumer skepticism about the authenticity and the quality of the product itself. Critics argue that this over-reliance on celebrity culture diminishes a brand's perceived value, particularly if the endorsement seems disingenuous or purely transactional. And now we're in a media age, there's so much of that. People want you to endorse this card, this product, and then control what sort of things you put out on social media. Celebrity endorsement remains a powerful tool. It's undeniable that it's been part of the advertising landscape. It connects with audiences, a history going back to the beginning of the 20th century, in fact. You can see adverts on billboards back in the 1920s with some form of celebrity endorsement. But it's only in the 1950s, really, that it becomes so power-driven by television. It can significantly elevate a brand. It can create aspirational associations. It can drive consumer behavior, but it's not without risks. And over-reliance on celebrities can lead to a dilution of brand identity and even backfire if the celebrity's image suffers. And of course, it also can make celebrities look like slaves, putanas. The upcoming LA Olympics, with its promise of being drenched in celebrity culture, will exemplify the power of this practice on a global stage. And of course, the celebrity that is being promoted is the one in favour at the moment. It's a vacillating bauble, celebrity and fame. Whether this enhances the Olympic brand or leads to criticism remains to be seen. But the LA Olympics are not about America, not about LA. They're about Tom Cruise and Snoop Dogg. And when you contrast that with all these masked characters in the French Olympics, even the masked characters in French Olympics, frankly, I'm talking through my hat, aren't I, really? Because the only person I remember in the French Olympics is Celine Dion, and maybe Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga can be wheeled out for the LA Olympics as well. She can become Miss Olympics, turning up wherever there's an Olympic flame, finding some sort of national resonance that she can share as long as she gets the spotlight. There's a bit of me which feels all this is a bit cheap. Let me know what you think. I'd be very interested to know what you think of celebrity endorsement.